Hey everyone, it's Jeff with Shoes Optional, checking in from the hammock. It is Wednesday. We call it Win-Win Wednesday. And we do that because we work with our clients in a way to try to help them develop quick, easy wins in their business. And so we looked at a client that's trying to get better at closing some of their prospects. And so a lot of times they'll send a proposal. The client will say, hey, this is great. Let me give me a few minutes, a few days to look at it, and I'll get back to you. And then the conversation stops. So we're trying to look at ways to incentivize, entice, all of the kind of normal sales things where you offer some things that would give them a sense of urgency. Obviously, as a company owner, it's always our urgency is a little bit different than the client's. So we're trying to come up with some ways to do that. That's why we call it win-win. We're looking at developing maybe better emails, better communication styles, maybe even better training for their company so that when they do have those conversations, they don't leave it as open-ended as it currently is. And maybe there's a more specific follow-up of saying, hey, now that you have the proposal, I'm going to give you a call in 3 days and just follow up with you. If you have any questions in the meantime, let me know, but I'll call you Monday at 10 a.m. That way the client is expecting it, and the client also then has a better sense of, hey, I need to make a decision by then, one way or the other. So one thing about sales that maybe some of you are familiar with is it's always better to get to a no faster than to get to a maybe later. And what happens is sometimes you spend so much time and effort trying to get to a no that you spend less time on people that would actually purchase your product or service. So it's okay to have a no. No is part of the sales process. The sooner you get to that, you can always move on to the next prospect and the next potential customer. And that's part of how the process works. So I hope this is helpful. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Have a good one, y'all.